Now, our next guest got his first tattoo almost 30 years ago, but since then, he's spent over 1,600 hours being inked, covering his entire body, including his eyeballs.
Yeah, formerly known as Mathew Whelan, he has now changed his legal name to King of Ink, Land King, Body Art, the Extreme Ink-ite. And he joins us now. Body art is the name that your friends and people that sort of officials call you, is that right?
It's a lot shorter, so yeah. and I'm covered in it, so yeah.
You are covered in it. It's extraordinary looking at you and taking in the amount of art that you have all over your skin. When did you get your first tattoo?
So the very first seconds of breaking the skin, I knew in my head at the age of 9 I wanted artwork on my body, probably not to the extent that I'm covered. But I was actually 16, 2 years to the legal age of being tattooed. So
the tattooist who didn't ask you for any age?
It was a bit different back then, but you do get permission. Parents sometimes give permission. It's a bit of a murky road.
So we just had a picture. Can you have a look at that picture again? Because when you look at yourself back then, with just the one tattoo, what do you think?
I quite like the English Bulldog Union Jack, and my first ever dog was an English Bulldog. I've got another English Bulldog now.
But what do you think of the person on the left there compared to the person on the right?
Very plain skin, apart from the first tattoo. So very plain skin, younger version of me.
Yeah.
But I'm still the same person, just older and more colourful.
And what was it, do you think, that then led to one, then another, then another? Was it the feeling that you got? Was it what you were aspiring to? Did you have an idea in your head?
So when I first started, I think the journey kind of took over from what I wanted.
Right.
I never set out on this process. Also, I've got a world record. Never set out on a world record. I had 36 tattoo artists around me, over me, under me, working on me at the same time. Bit brutal.
Yeah, was that not really painful?
It was painful, but
it looks like something out of a sci-fi film. This you're sort of suspended, and they were tattooing numbers onto you.
Tattooing numbers onto me. Each artist had a tattoo, and yeah, we've got a world record in almost 10 years now. It's coming up to 10 years, February.
What did that feel like? Was it excruciating?
It's a body injury. I mean, world records aren't, you know, if world records were easy, we'd all have them, right?
Yeah.
So that was an extreme body endurance.
There are easier ones. Our Sam got a world record for hugging people.
Pancake flipping.
Pancake flicking.
Nice.
Yeah, pumpkin smashing.
I think it's something that I like, you know, and it's attached to me, and it's going to be with me for the rest of my life, even when I'm gone. But my eyes as well. People are fascinated with the eyes. They're drawn in because of the ink in my eyeballs.
Yes, and I know we can't go into it too much, but that's a very dangerous process, though, isn't it?
It's a very dangerous process. I know a girl in Canada that's had eyesight issues, but I had an eye test beforehand. I had an eye test about a month after, and I now, every 12 months, compared to the regulation, because you wear glasses, every 2 years they recommend having your eyes tested. I get mine done every 12 months.
How exactly do they do it?
It's with a syringe, and they pierce the muscle tissue of the eyeball, and your optical nerve is not in the eyeball, so it's not painful, just dangerous.
Do they knock you out when you do it?
No, you've got to be a statue or a gargoyle and not twitch, because it could be different between, you know, losing your sight. Also, one of my favourite animals is an orangutan, and if you know monkeys and orangutans, their eyes are black. So
so you're sort of imitating that, or trying to...
Not really, because there are heavily modified and tattooed people around the world that are like the lizard man in America, the dragon lady in Texas. But I've done this King of England body art. It become a lifestyle for me, not an addiction.
When you first started, and when it clearly was becoming a lifestyle, and it started not just with the odd tattoo here and there and the sleeve, but actually more and more, and then onto your face, what did your family say?
So my mum, when I got the first one, thought instantly, because I've always been a collector, whether it was coins, stamps from a kid, that this is probably going to be the start of a collection. My dad was more concerned when I went visible, so froze, even though I was working in an office. I had some issues with job stuff as well, not obtaining jobs, but when I was in an office, they moved me.
Because of your tattoos?
Because of my visible tattoos, when management come round. So.
Yeah.
How do people respond to you? And I mean, like, friends and family, obviously, people that you know, but also strangers that you... Because so often, that's the first thing that
you
people
get very
see.
different... I mean, travelling on public transport, you sometimes actually hear the shutter go off on a phone or see the flash go off. Some people take snidey photos. I don't mind people asking as well for selfies. I get selfies and stuff. And then there's negative comments about me on the internet and stuff, but that doesn't bother me. I've got thick skin, and I've done this for me. It's like my personal art collection. So,
do you regret any of them?
Not at all, but what I'd recommend to anyone thinking of getting tattoos that have never had tattoos is always research the artist. And a good tattoo artist on a bad day, you'll get a good tattoo, even on their bad day. A bad tattoo artist on their best day, you're not going to get a good tattoo.
So is there anywhere left on your body?
So I've got some skin on my hand. I'm having laser removal there.
Right.
I'm almost mortgage-free. I've been focusing on clearing my mortgage.
Instead of getting tattoos?
Well, I'm kind of like distracted by art still. I'm buying art from a lot of artists
Right.
on my walls. But once that's removed, I'm going to probably put some, like a home or something on my hand. Black ink. Next year, we're going to pick up the black ink and put colour ink over the black. Now, a lot of tattoo artists won't put colour on black. They'll do white because it fades and looks good. But colour ink, you don't really get a good tattoo. But I've been talking to a guy in Canada that's an innovator of colour ink on black. And we believe he's now unofficially the most tattooed man in the world.
You've got tattoos absolutely everywhere, haven't you?
Everywhere, head to toe, 1,600 hours plus and counting.
What's the most painful one you've had?
So put my world record to one side where 36 artists worked on me. I think anywhere where there's bone, like face, jaw, spine, ribs even, those kind of areas are a bit more ticklish than...
And talking of your ribs, did you remove your nipples so that there's more space to do tattoos?
So I had some surgery done on my nipples and my ears. I had some ear shaping done, and I've had some implants done. You can see on my forehead.
Yeah.
Also, my hand, I've got a crown.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a silicone mould. So it's formulated jewellery, but it's a silicone mould.
So what do they do? Just slice your hand and then put it in? What do they do?
In a way, yeah. They create an artificial
just hold
pocket.
your hand flat for us, so they
create an artificial pocket, causing trauma, and then put the jewellery in, and then it heals.
We're talking about men's mental health this week, Body Art, and the importance of people being able to express who they are. Now, there'll be lots of people who'll be watching you this morning thinking, goodness me, what's happened to this young man who has felt the need to cover himself in so much paint and ink and art? Have you found that your expression through your tattoos has been a great way of you exploring your mental health? Have you ever struggled with that through your life?
Absolutely. I had a situation where I was also attacked because of my appearance in 2009, and I'm lucky to be alive without going into too much detail. So I did have some dark days trying to get over that, but I found a love from not being able to draw, and I'm not a very good artist, otherwise I might be a tattoo artist, but for that to putting art on my body and collecting art, I just love it, and it's a great way to express. You know, different cultures around the world embrace it as well. More younger generations now embrace art as a kind of communication.
And you met Piers many years ago on Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah, I wound Piers up, and I think Louis studied.
Louis was on there as well.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Did they put you through, or did they buzz you out?
No, I got buzzed off, but we had a nice chat, and Ant and Dec were great backstage.
Avoid him today, otherwise he'll have to be after 20%. Yeah,
you know what he's like. Well, thank you for coming in and sharing your story.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been really interesting.
Really interesting.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.